Hi everybody, Dr. Mary here from Family First Chiropractic. I'm also the medical chair of Impacted Inc. And today I wanted to talk to you about some of the different symptoms associated with concussion. We use this chart in my office all the time. And the reason I like it is because it gives us a variety of things to talk about and really to understand relative to concussion. I think too often people think it's just going to be related to bright lights and loud sounds, and that's pretty much it. And there's actually much more to it than that. So just real quickly, we'll start with one area and we'll just talk about that today. And as we go on, we'll do more of these videos so that you can get a better understanding and have access to more information so that you can help maybe not only yourself, but somebody that maybe in your family that's suffering with concussion or a post-concussion syndrome. So the first box over here is talking about the effects that are physiological. This box is vestibular, and the final box is talking about cervicogenic. And I know you can't see those, I'm going to read them to you, but I want to give you an understanding of the basics that are going on here. If we're talking about physiological, then we do see light and sound issues that can be irritating to that person. We can also see periodic vomiting or dizziness. We might see poor concentration, nausea, or fatigue. These are the hallmark signs of concussion, but they're definitely not the only ones. So for right now, we'll kind of fixate on this area a little bit and talk about if you've got somebody that's maybe going through some of these issues, what you need to do. If they've already been to the hospital and had a head CT and a brain bleed has been ruled out, and that's generally a reason for a CT. A CT can't determine a concussion, an X-ray can't determine a concussion, and neither can an MRI. But what it does do is rule out a brain bleed, and that's important. We want to make sure that that's not what's causing these issues, because brain bleeds cause those same problems. And so if that's been ruled out and you're dealing with a typical concussion patient, the old model was let them sleep, let them rest, keep them in a dark room. And that's not really accurate information anymore either. What we know now is light exercise and certain activities are appropriate. Nutrition matters significantly. And then that rest piece comes into play. So if you've got somebody maybe that's in that boat or you yourself have been through that, then consider these options. Make sure you're working with somebody who knows how to handle these issues, and more importantly, can track your progress as you change so that you can change your approach and your care model for what it is that's going on with you, and so that you can reach your goals and get back to normal. People who have had a concussion can return to normal, absolutely. And if you've had a concussion, it doesn't mean you're prone to more. That's, again, an old model that said, hey, if you had this injury, you're probably gonna have more of those injuries. There were two facets to that. One, most people weren't getting care and they weren't resolving the issue. So yes, it is easier to have an injury if that first injury has never been resolved. But the other part of that is people just didn't really take into full consideration what was happening with the body. We know more than we ever did before. We have new testing, new understanding, new models for care, and treatment wasn't appropriate. So make sure, I can't stress that enough, that you're working with somebody who knows how to deal with this issue. And stay tuned. We'll be back with more information. Go to Impact Inc.'s website. There's tremendous amount of information and resources there, and we'll be happy to help you, whether that means just providing you some information directly or coming to your facility and doing a class. Have a great day, and I hope that helped.